Hello, thank you for joining me tonight. I go by Lune INNATE, and this video is a tarot and oracle reading for the new moon, Monday the 27th, I believe, of March. And this moon is in Aries, but it's a moon that's shifting from Pisces into Aries. So if you've noticed over the past couple of days, you've been taking it kind of easy or almost been forced to take it easy. Like, let's say you wanted to paint, but you didn't have any paint and the paint store was out of paint and you had to go order paints and it took time for the paint to get to you. Stuff like that, like something that was really simple. Like you were forced to kind of take it easy. You might, I don't know, that might be going around a bit. So the new moon being in Aries is fire and spark and energy and just like the start, like a shotgun. It takes off. So you might find that after Monday, you've got some energy to work on whatever you're working on right now. I should turn this around. So I get asked frequently about new moon stuff and what my ritual is, and to be honest, it changes every month because the moon changes and my life changes, and sometimes I do something elaborate, sometimes I do something very simple, but for the most part, what I typically do all the time, at least all the time, is to write down what I'd like to manifest. I write it down in a planner or journal kind of thing, and then I write it down again on a small piece of paper. And if I have one, I'll light a black candle, which goes along with the new moon, being that there's no the moonlight is not in the sky, so it's very dark. It's a good time for intuition, releasing, but also manifesting. So I write down what I would like to release, and I write down what I'm welcoming into my life. And then I burn it. This video is also the one where you would see the winner to the new moon giveaway. So please check the description, and congratulations to the winner. This is always selected via random selection. I use a tool for it. I don't write down names or anything because there's always so many entries. And first, let's pick our oracle card. I like to select an oracle card because it just adds another layer for me of depth to the reading. The last time I did this, the shuffling was really loud. So I'm going to try to do it a little more quiet. But I don't usually shuffle like this. And what I'm doing as I'm shuffling and kind of putting my energy into the cards is just requesting a message or guidance or advice that would serve all of us at this point. I like to just cut the deck and pick a card. And this one is Exercise Your Vibes. I'll keep that here. I typically use the book for these because it's helpful. And as you can see from the artwork, they're not the most intuitive cards to read. Sometimes it's really simple, like laugh or something, but this can mean a couple things, I guess. It can mean actually using your body, or it could mean more of a mental thing, so we'll find out. I actually have never got that card before. Alright, and we're going to do a 3-card pull, or a 3-card reading, where it will be card 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 will represent the current situation, or question, or something that's kind of going on right now. Card number 2 will reflect what in the past, or what is influencing the situation, or what's caused the situation to come about. And number 3 will be either the potential outcome, or what we can do, what we can bring in to affect the situation, or what to watch out for even. So while I'm shuffling, again, I'm focusing on getting a message or guidance that would serve anyone watching this video. And it would be nice for you to bring something into your mind, if you can, that you would like some guidance on, what you would like this to pertain to for you. And if you don't want to do that, it's cool to just be open-minded to see if any of this kind of lands with you. Okay, so again, look at the cards. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. So card 1 is 10 of Pentacles reversed. This guy looks kind of romantic, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting a Romeo and Juliet kind of vibe. He's got a dove, seems peaceful. Maybe it's a pigeon. Maybe he's just received a message of some kind. Card 2 is the King of Wands. He has a kind of dominant face, but reversed might mean overbearing. But we'll see how they all play out. Oh, and the Hanged Man. This card, I love this card. I especially love it in this set. To me, this represents balance, inner peace, detachment, awareness, a sort of mastery. Like, look how it's so peaceful, right? I just love this card. It's so peaceful. He's hanging by, or this person's hanging by their foot with their feet in the sky and their head on the earth, in a sense, floating above the earth. So, what I would say here is that the current situation, we are missing a message, or we got negative news of some kind, or there's something that we've been exposed to that is making us fearful, or what's the right word? Not judgmental, but not trusting, untrusting, and putting up guard. There's a sense of loss or a fear of losing something. King of Wands is just this very dominant kind of look in his eyes. Like he knows what he needs to do. So being that it's in reverse, we might say knowing what we need to do but not following through on it, or not having the right information. also mean getting a bit obsessive about things. Critical. And what will help the situation would be balance, would be going within, meditating, connecting with yourself. So I guess the reading here, this one's kind of tricky for me, is to that right now we may have either experienced some bad news, maybe it's through the media, maybe it's through the grapevine at work or through your social circle, and there's this sense of whether there was news or not, but there's this type of perception going on where you feel like your place might be in danger, your stance, your position might be jeopardized. And that's not always a bad thing. Maybe you have something going on where you're evolving and you're kind of coming into your own, or you're advancing in whatever way you do in your life. But for whatever reason right now, there's a bit of uncertainty, and not just uncertainty, but fear, or specifically a fear of losing what you have. This is coming through because we may have been, we or someone else in our life, or the thoughts that we're thinking may have been a bit obsessive, or not really having that mental discipline or discipline in how we speak to ourselves. Or someone might have said something to you that jostled you, that kind of took the wind out of your sails. And they might not have said it to you directly, but it could also be from an outside source. And the message is to get in touch with yourself, to meditate, to find that inner peace, because, and this message kind of pertains a lot to me right now, because whatever you like to read about, whatever you pick up in the media, whatever your passions are that you feel a sense of maybe humanitarianism for, or things on that line, it can get pretty dark. It can get really, really dark. We can hear things that really jostle us and make us think like, oh, like how is the world the way it is? How is it this messed up? And I'm not to say that you shouldn't acknowledge that and educate yourself, because I do feel that education is, I want to have my eyes open for sure. However, there comes a point where I don't want to let it in. I don't want to attach to it, and I don't want to give it my power. So to balance that out, it's just like get in touch with yourself, get in touch with the universe, find that inner peace, that stillness, and the trust in yourself. So, exercise your vibes. We're going to look that up. Number 38. I'm sorry I don't know these all by heart yet, but I honestly never got this card before. A good way to get to know your cards is to pull one every day, and eventually you'll go through them all and you'll really become very familiar with them. Okay, this goes so perfect. It says, there's too much static in the air to move ahead right now. Get back to the earth and get grounded. I mean sweat. A good dose of physical exercise can get your energy flowing in one direction, upward to the higher levels of vibration, and keep you from getting in your own way. Your brain is working overtime. Your spirit has been spotted leaving the premises of your body. By exercising, you quiet your overactive mind chatter and call your spirit back. Only then can you begin to hear your angels and guides who are patiently waiting to offer guidance for your present challenges. Shifting your energy from mental to a physical focus through exercise will jumpstart not only your psychic sense, but your creativity as well, especially if you're stuck. So if you want to access your vibes, give your mind a break and get the let out. Once you do, notice how negative energy leaves your body and your ideas. Aha, solutions suddenly leap to your mind. The universe is always broadcasting creative and positive guiding vibrations to you. Exercise changes your frequency so that you can access this source of inspiration better and put it to use. Okay, so I feel like this card definitely ties in. It always does, I'm telling you, like it always does. So not only do we want to get grounded, or rather get connected to ourselves and our spirit, but using a more practical sense of not just meditation, but also moving our body and sweating. I mean, here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're just getting our warm weather kind of starting to happen, which is a great time for us. You know, we all seem to want to get outside more and do more exercise and whatnot, so it's kind of perfect timing that way as well. And the Aries / Mars full moon will also help to give us that spark. So if you've got something going on right now where you're feeling a bit uneasy, to say the least, don't listen to what other people say. And if this is your own doing because you're maybe reading stuff that you know is kind of putting these seeds in your mind, or you're, even if it's just out of curiosity, but you're focusing on negativity or it's in your space, I'm going to just cut it out for a while. We don't want to close our eyes to everything, but it's time for a break. So get connected to yourself, to your spirit, find that peace, and move your body and sweat. So I hope that was appropriate for you. It certainly was for me. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, congrats to the winner. Thank you guys so much for your support and love and everything. I'm so grateful. From the bottom of my heart, as always, namaste.